somebody pee so hard down the back of my throat it came out my nose.
How was that?
It was pretty awesome.
Wow.
Cleared out the sinuses.
This episode is sponsored by Zyrtec.
This guy wanted me to make chocolate chip cookies, but with my poop baked into them.
How much some scat cookies going for?
About $1,000.
That's some gangster shit.
Yeah, fellas, a lot of these chicks be involved into some freakish type of shit, whether you know it or not. You hearing it, you getting it first right here in the video, right? A lot of women, fellas, utilize themselves into the kinkiest fetishes that they be having, that they actually conjure up and that they actually think of when they be kids. They'd have seen it in the household. They'd have seen it in magazines. They'd have seen it on the internet. They'd have seen it on a snuck in daddy's porn collection and seen it that way in one of the, his porn collections and whatnot. Just know this. Women are going to be women, despite what you think. They're going to have that freaky, sluttish, hoe, nasty, filthy, bitch-ass side. They're going to always have it. Thought ratchet, they're going to always have that side. Then they're going to have the good girl side. For you guys that don't believe that women are really cruel like that to themselves. And there's a lot of guys, hell, I'm going to say like 97% of guys, 98, we kind of touching 99% of guys out here really think that these women are not freaky like that. And that's because society tainted you guys' brain and your traditions and your family fucked you up and all that shit. We're going to get off into it. I got things to do, so you already know what to do. Go join that Patreon. It's up and it's golden and it's lit. Like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's very important. My video for education purposes only, fair use only. Go to the description below my about section. And you know how to get at me. Everything's there. But let's get off into it. A lot of these young women, fellas, have been going through some sexual things when they were, younger. In some cases, like I said, we don't advocate molestations and things like that on my channel. We don't advocate violence and nothing of that sort, We definitely don't glorify that shit here either. But it's education purposes only, fair use only, once again. It's to educate you young fellas, and educate you young women just as well. It can be more co-ed, I can say. But a lot of women, a lot of young women have experienced the kinkiest shit that you can ever imagine. From their childhood to their adolescent hood and all the way up to their adulthood, to where it's a part of them. Just as well as them actually watching your Little House on the Prairie, Little Mermaid, and all these old Disney-ass movies teaching them about marriage and jumping over the broom and wanting to be supported and finding their Prince Charming and live happily ever after. That's a part of them too. And that's just for, it's different parts of them from different kind of guys. That part's for the good guys. I mean, for the guys, the nice guys that think women are just good girls. Then you got the kinkiest side, the things that they have involved themselves in, playing high go get it and all that shit. Yeah, I know what that is. If you was a kid, 5, 6 of your homies played with 5, 6 of the chicks in the neighborhood. We was playing high go see, but it was all high go get it. You hide somewhere and you find whatever bitch you find. Might be a mud duckling out of the crew. Might be one you might have to take it for the team. Might be one of them big wobbly you might have to take it for the team. Or might be the prettiest motherfucker. You definitely gonna take that for the team. You gonna take that for yourself. You already know. But we played games like that when we were younger. A lot of us have, got off into little kinky things we weren't supposed to do, thinking we weren't supposed to be doing, thinking that we were grown and shit, and that's a part of our experiences, just as well as fetishes. You got guys out here got a certain fetish. I know guys out here. And trust me, fella, I done ran across a few guys out here that ain't got no problem with they bitch shitting on them. You got guys out here that ain't got no problem with snowballing the bitch. You know, they busting in the bitch mouth and the bitch spit the shit back in their mouth. Oh, I'd have been around, I'd have heard and seen it all. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is what? Live life. And you'll know what it is, fellas. I'm just gonna bring it to you that simple. You know, gotta make it simplistic, you dig? So you got to live life. And then you will see what's out here for you. You'll see things happening. And you'll know what's best for you. You know what ain't good for you. You know, that's just real talk. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. You start dealing with a lot of women, you'll start learning these women. You'll start learning that these women got a fucked up background, trouble background, nasty background, filthy background, dirty background. You're like, what the fuck? But fellas, these are the same women that will love to be walked down the aisle, jump in the broom, bridesmaid, little kids and shit throwing flowers, bridesmaid trying to catch the flower coming that she tossed back and shit. You know what I'm saying? Men and everyone's around, crying. This is a happy moment. You fellas are getting married. You guys are getting married. Oh my God, you guys have done it under the oath of God. Oh, may the vows be with you. May you guys, roll off into the sunset cleansed. Shit. Not this bitch and not no other bitch, right? She'd have got piss shot in her throat to where she threw that shit up out her nose like it was a bad dose of cocaine or something. Real game, bro. She making shit cookies and shit cakes and shit, selling this shit on the market. Being involved with who she's involved with. Creating those memories. Those fine memories, I might add. And living her life. And she's young. Do I think this is going to be her forever? It could be. She could, flourish off into that lifestyle to where this could be her. I doubt it. I think that she's going to clean up her act someday and, clean up the way she do shit that she's doing. And she's going to want a man. She's going to want to settle down. Could be with a woman. That's there too. Can't forget to mention that. But at the same time, she could want a man and settle down with that man. And that man ain't going to have no idea who he's settling down with, what she's been involved in. Should he care? To be honest with you fellas, no, because you don't know her anyway. You don't know her past anyway. You wouldn't know it unless you see this video. You wouldn't know her past anyway. You just think that you got a bitch that loves sex just like you love sex. She starts sucking you up, fucking you, giving you her basic average sex is just too much for you. You be, oh shit, where's she learning all this shit from, man? Don't let the bitch get off into who she really is, you dig? Then you really gonna be, oh, what the fuck did I marry? But at the same time, fellas, who want an inexperienced ass bitch anyway? I want a bitch who know what the fuck she's doing. She know what's going on. She gonna throw it back, bust it open, do everything I want her to fucking do. Whether you like it or not, fellas, it comes from a lot of bitches like this. The shit that we want, the sexual gratification that we would want to experience, the high level, everything that we would want to experience with the bitch on the kinky note comes from women like this. Not per se looking like her or dressed like her, but women of this stature, women with this type of behavior, women that got a past like this. It comes from them. So who the fuck are you going to judge? You want these things, right? These bitches can give it to you. Or do you want the bitch from, from the house of the nuns and shit? Who gonna judge everything that you got going on, everything you want happen, and then you can barely get the sex because she's virgin type. She ain't trying to let loose. I don't believe that shit exists. I believe them bitches let loose who they want to let loose with. And they throw that shit, they veil and all that shit back on and go back in there like everything cool. That's how I look at shit, fellas. That's just me. But like I said, it comes from these kind of women. These women be on that freaky shit. Kinky shit. Shit that's just way out there. Got the best sex, bro. I'm sorry. That's just real game because of the experience level. But at the same time, that's not saying that they won't want a relationship in life. Yeah, they will want a relationship in life. So miss me with all that, you know, I want my bitch to be this way. I want my bitch to be that way. I don't want her to have no experience. I don't want her to have a lot of bodies. She can't be sleeping around. How the fuck would you know? You're not gonna know. Just fuck with the bitch because, you know, just fuck with who's benefiting you. You know, who's following within your program, and everything will come out, you know, it'll come out great. Fuck her past and fuck your past. We all got a past, right? Who's improved? She may not prove in your past. You may not prove in her. So what? As long as we mashing up and you getting on board with what I got going on, that's all that matters. That's real game, bro. Real game. Because other than that, you really not going to know. What, you going to hear from the homies? You going to go off the way she act? What if she's faking with you? All these things are possible, fellas. Like these videos, share them, and subscribe. You already know it's the motherfucking message. Holla.